Hello, my name is Joe Cortez, referee from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here in beautiful downtown Waikiki section of Hawaii. I'm here because I'm going to referee one of the championship fights coming up this coming Saturday at the Blaisdell Arena. Brian Viloria fighting against champion Julio Cesar Miranda from Mexico. This fight is going to be an interesting match because you're coming in to see two world champions that have experience. They've been around the block. These are not no novices, and they both want to. Miranda wants to keep his world title, and Brian Viloria knows that he has to really fight hard to win this championship because it's a contest that both fighters are decent punchers, good boxers, and of course, as a referee, I pick no sides. I have to be neutral at all times. But I can tell you one thing. The fans are going to see one hell of a fight. Now, one thing about this fight Saturday night that I'm most happy to be officiating is because I fought here myself in Hawaii back in the early 60s at the same arena. Back then it was called the HIC, Honolulu International Center. Today it's called the Blaisdell Arena. That's where the great Elvis Presley used to perform his concerts. And as a matter of fact, last year they put a nice statue of Elvis Presley in front of the Blaisdell Arena in his memory. So Hawaii is a place that I can say to you fans watching out there, is like paradise. When you travel around the island, the beautiful mountain view, everything is so green, and the palm trees, the beautiful beaches. You know, I come from Las Vegas, where it's all desert, so I can really appreciate this out here. Brian Viloria is a fighter that is very determined to win this title. Again, like I said, Julio Cesar Miranda is there to keep his title. And when I remember when I was living out here back in the days, when I was a teenager, I fought a fighter by the name of Paul Sebastian. And Paul Sebastian was a tough bantamweight who came out. He was like a Marciano type of a fighter, strong, tough, rugged, and I was a tall, skinny bantamweight. And I remember I would box him at a distance. I was not a banger. I would box and I would accumulate points, and I ended up fighting him on 3 separate occasions. And it was fun for me because I ended up winning 3 consecutive fights against the great Paul Sebastian. Then they put me in against a Japanese fighter who's also undefeated, a nice featherweight who came from Japan, moved into Hawaii, and I fought him as well and ended up winning a nice 4-round decision over Kazutomi Takano. And those are great memories for me. So being here today to referee this fight here at the Blaisdell Arena has a lot of special memories for me, great feeling. And the people here in Hawaii are so friendly, just wonderful. And it's a place that I would consider the fans in boxing to come out and try to support the boxing out here, because boxing has not really flourished to where it should be here in the beautiful state of Hawaii. Back here in the days when I was boxing, they was boxing here just about every weekend. Now they're lucky if they get a fight once or twice a year. And like I said before, the last championship fight they had here in Hawaii was Brian Viloria against an opponent that I don't recall, but it was back in 2009, 2 years ago. So, but boxing, I think it has to develop more on the amateur level to keep these young fighters busy, active, off the streets, and keep them focused. Most recently, they had a young lady from Hawaii here who won the national tournament in Cincinnati about 3 weeks ago, and that was nice. So amateur boxing is flourishing to some extent, but not enough on the professional level. Now, Gaspar Indian Ortega, my mentor who got me started, who brought me out to Hawaii, fought the great Stan Harrington here in Hawaii back in 1963, 64, and around there. And Gaspar was a top-notch welterweight contender who had 185 professional fights. If you look at BoxRec, you'll see that Gaspar Ortega fought about 20-some odd times in 1 year. I believe that was 1965. I mean, you don't find that today. Some fighters only have about 25 fights in the whole career. Gasper had him in 1 year. Towards the tail end of his career, he decided he wanted to finish up with a bunch of not difficult fights, but fights just to he could wrap it up on a good winning streak, which he did. And I remember training out here with Gasper Ortega as a bantamweight. Gasper was a welterweight. I learned a lot from Gasper. He kept me focused, kept me on the right track. And there was another middleweight, junior middleweight by the name of Eddie Pace, who was training out of Hawaii and fighting out of Hawaii. He fought Stan Harrington, but he knocked out Stan Harrington with Gasper, beat Stan Harrington in a decision. And they had a great Carl Olsen from Hawaii, who was a real known fighter back in the States because he fought fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson, just to name a few of the top name fighters, but he got to fight top-notch fighters. So Carl Olsen was a great middleweight fighter from Hawaii. He did very well for the island. And then you had the great Paul Fuji, who was a lightweight champion, maybe junior welterweight champion back in the 60s. And you had Jesus Salud. Jesus Salud was a bantamweight champion back in 1989 when he won his title. I think he only defended his title once or twice. He was a nice young man. I see him today here in Hawaii, where he's involved with the kids, training the kids, and he's helping the community, giving back to the community, getting the kids on the amateur level to learn a little bit about the boxing game. And again, I want to thank you fans for watching in, tuning in for this special segment from Honolulu, Hawaii, Waikiki Beach. Aloha, and see you guys next week.